everyone, this is Abhishek Mohanty and you are watching Padarth Vigyan. So first of all, wish you all a very happy new year, and in this first lecture of this year 2021, we'll start a new chapter of class 9 physics syllabus, and the chapter name is work and energy. So till now we had discussed about the chapter motion and laws of motion. In the chapter motion, we had discussed about different variables of motion like distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, all these things. Then in the chapter laws of motion, we have discussed about the Newton's laws of motion. There are 3 laws. Then we have discussed about momentum and force. So today we'll start this topic work, and in the upcoming classes we will discuss about energy. So remember that this work and energy, they're also related to motion. When a body is moving, some work is done in that process. So we have to understand what is the meaning of work, and today's topic is work. So students, just look at the first sentence that I have written on the board. The meaning of work in our daily life is different from that in physics. तामाने आमे daily life रे आमे work को जेमती define करूचे, from physics point of view, the meaning of work is different. Suppose you can say that I am studying for 5 to 6 hours a day. मु दिन को 5 to 6 घंटा पाठ पढुची, means I am doing very hard work. But according to physics, you are doing absolutely no work. Similarly, suppose a computer operator is sitting on a chair and he is doing some work on the computer. So you may say that he is doing hard work, but again according to physics, he is doing no work. तो आमको जानिया को पड़िबो जे फिजिक्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रो बा साइंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रो वर्क रो मीनिंग कोन. सो फर्स्ट लुक एट दिस डेफिनेशन ऑफ वर्क. वर्क इज सेड टू बी डन व्हेन ए फोर्स एक्ट्स ऑन ए बॉडी and the body is displaced along the direction of force. So this is the definition of work according to your class 9 syllabus. But when you will go to class 11, then you will study more depth about work. But in your current class, in this according to this current syllabus, we have to write this definition, that work is said to be done when a force acts on a body and the body is displaced along the direction of force. So from this definition, it is clear that for work, 2 quantities are required. The first one is force. A force is required. The second one is displacement. So force and displacement are necessary for work done. Is that clear? If there is no force acting on a body, then there is no work. Similarly, if there is no displacement of a body, there is no work. Suppose here you can say that I have this wall, and if I am applying some force on the wall, now I am applying some force on the wall, but the wall is not moving. The wall is not being displaced. It means although I am applying some force, that force is not doing any amount of work. Force is present because I am pushing the wall with some force. The force is present, but displacement is not present. Displacement is absent. So remember that only force cannot give you work. Similarly, only displacement cannot give you work. So force and displacement both are required for work done. Is that clear? So the second point is that the body should be displaced along the direction of force. So you have to understand what is the meaning of this phrase, that the body is displaced along the direction of force. Actually तमे तेरे क्लास 11 को जीवो, तमे गोटे फॉर्मूला पढ़िबो about work, which is the dot product of force and displacement, W equal to F S cos theta by F dot S. But you don't know what is vector, what is dot product, what is cross product. So class 9 syllabus अनुसारे हमें डिस्कस करिबा 3टा important case. The first case कौन ना, जेते बड़े displacement is along the direction of force. तार माने हमें गोटे बॉडी ऊपर किछि फोर्स अप्लाई कले, and due to that force the body is displaced along the direction of force. Suppose गोटे बॉडी ऊपर मु फोर्स को अप्लाई करबी in the east direction, and the body will move along the east direction. Okay, so force and displacement are parallel, they have the same direction in that case. तो सही केस रे वर्क रो फॉर्मूला कोन हबो द सेकंड केस इज फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट आर ऑपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन ता माने जदि गोटे बॉडी ऊपर मु फोर्स अप्लाई करबी टुवर्ड्स ईस्ट and the body will be displaced towards west, so you can see that force and displacement are opposite in direction. And the third case is when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, ta mane the angle between force and the displacement will be 90 degree. So ए तीनटा different case रे work रो value केते. So आज रो एही क्लास रे हम डिस्कस करिबा work रो meaning कोन and how to calculate work, what is the unit of work. So first according to the definition, work is said to be done when a force acts on a body and the body is displaced along the direction of force. ता माने जदि हम गोटे बॉडी पर फोर्स अप्लाई करूचे then work may be done may not be done. कोन पई जदि हम गोटे बॉडी पर फोर्स अप्लाई कले आ से बॉडी मूव कला then work may be done. जदि आम गोटे बॉडी पर फोर्स अप्लाई करूचे आ बॉडी मूव करूनी देयर इज नो डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द बॉडी देन नो वर्क इज डन एंड दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन यू आर स्टडीइंग फॉर 5 to 6 hours a day you are not moving तमे तम टेबल पाखे बसीच एंड तमे जहाँ भी पढ़ाते पढ़ुच देयर इज नो डिस्प्लेसमेंट यू आर नॉट मूविंग सो यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू फिजिक्स सो यू आर डूइंग सम मेंटल वर्क बट यू आर नॉट डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ फिजिकल वर्क. Similarly, when a computer operator is doing some assignment on computer, then he is not moving. He is rest at that position. So again, there is no work done. So physics point of view, work meaning different, and from our daily life, the meaning of work is different. So you may be doing hard work while studying, or some other person may be doing some hard work in his job, but according to physics, he or she may not be doing any kind of work. कहीं कि ना physics point of view रो work पाई we require two quantities. The first one is force, the second one is displacement. And even if force is present but displacement is absent, then work is zero. For example, if I push this wall, जदि मैं wall को push करी with some force, then the wall will not move. Wall टा move करिवनी means there is no displacement. And when there is no displacement, there is no work. Is that clear? So work पाई दुईटा quantity बहुत necessary बा required. One is force, the other one is displacement. Is that clear? So work को calculate करिया पाई आमे को formula use करिकी work को में calculate करिबा ता विषय में बढ़िया वर्तमान वर्क डन बाय कांस्टेंट फोर्स ता अर्थ कोन गोटे कांस्टेंट अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स गोटे बॉडी ऊपर एक्ट करूची तो सही केस रे वर्क डन रा फॉर्मूला कोन सो केस 1 कोन देछि व्हेन डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज अलोंग द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स दैट इज द एंगल बिटवीन फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 0 डिग्री ता माने फोर्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट दे आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर दे हैव द सेम डायरेक्शन. It means the angle between force and displacement is 0 degree. Look at this example. This is a table and on the table I have placed this body and initially the body was at position A. Is that clear? Now I will apply some force F on it towards right. Look at the diagram here. A force F is applied on the body towards right. And due to that force, what happens? The body is displaced to a new position B. Initially, the body was at A and now the body is displaced to a new position B. And this is the displacement. The displacement is S. F is force, S is the displacement. Force is towards right, displacement is also towards right. You can see that force and displacement both have the same direction. And in this case, work W equal to F into S, the product of force and displacement. Force will be given in Newton, displacement will be given in meter. So force into displacement, their product will give you the work done. Is that clear? This is the first case. जते बड़े force और displacement same direction थिबे सेमानक भितर एंगल थिबो 0 डिग्री बा कहि परिबो they are parallel to each other, then in that case work done will be simply the product of force and displacement. Then look at case 2. The second case, when displacement is opposite to the direction of force, that is angle between the force and displacement is 180 degree. ता माने सेकंड केस में कौन डिस्कस करिबा ना फोर्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट दे आर नॉट इन द सेम डायरेक्शन, दे आर ऑपोजिट टू ईच अदर. फॉर एग्जांपल जत्ते बळे ए बॉडीटा मूव करूची ऑन द टेबल सरफेस, देयर इज ए फ्रिक्शन, देयर इज ए frictional force between the body and the table, and we know that the friction is always opposite to the direction of motion. जेहेतु body initially air थिला and now the body is displaced to B, so body move करूची towards right, it means the friction, the force of friction between the body and the table will be towards left. Is that clear? So the force of friction is towards left and the displacement is towards right. जदि मुझे पचारिबी जे what is the work done by friction, so while calculating work we have to define work done by which force. कहीं ना जितने गोटे बॉडी मूव करूची during its motion various forces may be acting on the body. So when I am walking on the road there are various forces acting on my body. Similarly, when this body is moving on the table, there are various forces acting on the body. For example, I am pushing the body. So, okay, this capital F is the force with which I am pushing the body. And due to this pushing force, what happens? The body is moved from point A to point B. Is that clear? So, this is first force. The second force is the friction. The force of friction between the body and the surface. This is second force. The third force is the force due to gravity. तामाने जत्ते गोटे बॉडी रे गोटे टेबल सरफेस पर मूव करूची, देयर आर थ्री फोर्सेस एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉडी. गोटे होची अप्लाइड फोर्स बा पुशिंग फोर्स बा पुलिंग फोर्स, आमे जहां भी अप्लाई करूचे. द सेकंड फोर्स इज द फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. द थर्ड फोर्स इज द फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटेशन. सो व्हेन वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग वर्क, वी हैव टू सी we are calculating work for which force. आमे को फोर्स पई आमे वर्क को कैलकुलेट करूचे, we have to be careful about that. So एठी में कोन देखले जदि हमको पचरा जीवो जे the body is moving from point A to point B, the displacement is S, then what is the work done by friction? So आमे कोन देखिबा एठी friction is always opposite to the direction of motion. Body move करछि towards right, it means the friction is towards left. So we can say that the force and the displacement, they are opposite to each other. In this case, the applied force, we are calculating the work done due to the applied force. So applied force and displacement, they are in the same direction. But in the second case, we are calculating force due to the friction. And here you can see that friction and displacement are opposite to each other, means the angle between them is 180 degree. So in this case the work done will be how much? It will be minus Fs. ता माने force और displacement भितरे यदि angle 180 degree थिबो, then work done will be minus Fs. Now we'll come to the third case, that is when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. So say same example में भी गोटे body अच्छी on the table surface and the body is displaced to a new position B. Initially the body was at A and now it is taken to a new point B. So if I ask you to calculate the work done by the force of gravity, due to the force of gravity, then the answer will be 0. कहीं ना जदि फोर्स और डिस्प्लेसमेंट भितरे एंगल 90 डिग्री थिबो, it means force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. So in that case the work done will be 0. You can see that the force of gravity is always downward, perpendicular and downward. Okay, so force is downward and displacement is towards right, so the angle between them is how much? The angle is 90 degree. And when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, then the work done will be 0. Is that clear? So you have to remember these three formulas. W equal to Fs when force and displacement have the same direction, means the angle between them is 0 degree. The second case is W equal to minus Fs, means when force and displacement are opposite in direction. And the third case is when force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. In that case, W will be equal to 0. Is that clear? So these are the three formulas that you have to remember. So now we'll find what is the unit of work. Work unit con. So we know that for work two things are required. One is force, the other one is displacement. And we have derived the formula for work done, that work is the product of force and displacement. So W kete, W hochi F into S. Is that clear? So in some cases W may be minus Fs, but when we are finding the unit, there is no need to give the negative sign. Okay, तामाने force और displacement को यदि मैं multiply करूँची, I am getting work. Is that clear? So now we will discuss about what is the unit of work. Work रा unit कौन आसिबो? Okay, so look at this formula, that W equal to Fs. W equal to Fs. हमको जाना अछि जे force रा SI unit कौन. Okay, so first we will find what is the SI unit of work. So force रा SI unit कौन? Newton. Is that clear? And displacement रा SI unit कौन? ना meter. So work रा SI unit कौन आसिबो? Newton into meter. Okay, बा मु लिखि परिबी N into M. Capital N means Newton and M means meter. And this Newton into meter has a special name, ताको मैं कहिबा joule. This Newton into meter has a special name and its name is joule. So students, remember that 1 joule, 1 J means 1 joule equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. 1 joule equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. So जदि क्वेश्चन आसीबो जे define 1 joule or what is the meaning of 1 joule, then how to write it? The work done is said to be, the work done is said to be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton acting on a body displaces it along its direction, through a displacement 1 meter, through a displacement of 1 meter. So remember that work done is said to be 1 joule if a force of 1 Newton acting on a body displaces it along its direction through a displacement of 1 meter. तामाने जदि गोटे बॉडी उपरे आमे 1 न्यूटन अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स अप्लाई करिबा and due to that force the body will be displaced along the direction of force through a displacement of 1 meter, then the work done is said to be 1 joule. Is that clear? So remember that 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Now we'll discuss about the CGS unit of work. Similarly, in this previous case, we know that the CGS unit of force is dyne and the CGS unit of displacement is centimeter. So we'll now talk about the CGS unit. So W equal to Fs. For force I have dyne, for displacement I have centimeter. So the CGS unit of work will be dyne into centimeter, dyne into centimeter, and this dyne into centimeter is known as org, ERG, org. Okay, so joule is the SI unit of work and org is the CGS unit of work. So I can write that 1 org is equal to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. Okay, very easy. You can compare them. 1 joule kete 1 Newton into 1 meter. Force जगह में लिखी 1 Newton. In place of displacement I have written 1 meter. Similarly 1 org आमे कहा कहिबा. In place of force I have written 1 dyne. In place of displacement I have written 1 centimeter. तमाने जदि गोटे बॉडी उपरे आमे 1 dyne amount of force apply करिबा and due to that force the body will be displaced along the direction of force through a displacement of 1 centimeter. Then the work done is said to be 1 org. So let me write here. The work done is said to be 1 org if a force of 1 dyne acting on a body displaces it along its direction through a displacement of 1 centimeter. Is that clear? The work done is said to be 1 org if a force of 1 dyne acting on a body displaces it along its direction. माने फोर्स रो डायरेक्शन जहा डिस्प्लेसमेंट रो डायरेक्शन सेम आसीबो एंड जदि हमें 1 डाइन अमाउंट रो फोर्स अप्लाई करूचे आ बॉडी 1 सेंटीमीटर अमाउंट रे डिस्प्लेस करूची then the work done will be 1 org. Is that clear? So remember that joule is the SI unit of work and org is the CGS unit of work. And now we will derive a relation between joule and org. Joule और org भितरे relation कौन अछि? So student, remember that 1 joule equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Is that clear? 1 joule kete 1 Newton into 1 meter. Now we have to convert joule into org. आमे joule को org रे convert करिबा. तो org माने कौन? Dyne and centimeter. org रे कौन अछि? Dyne अछि आउ centimeter अछि. 1 dyne into 1 centimeter will give you 1 org. Okay? ता माने आमे कौन करिबा? We have to convert Newton to dyne and meter to centimeter. So 1 Newton केते आसीबो? 10 to the power 5 dyne. Is that clear? 1 Newton is 10 to the power 5 dyne. Similarly 1 meter केते 100 centimeter बा मु लिखि परिबी 10 to the power 2 centimeter. So 1 Newton is 10 to the power 5 dyne and 1 meter is 10 to the power 2 centimeter. That is equal to 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 2 dyne into centimeter. Dyne into centimeter jaha org se and 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 2, this will be 10 to the power 7. Dyne into centimeter will be org. So remember that 1 joule equal to 10 to the power 7 org. So this is the relation between joule and org. You may get this question in exam, that find or establish a relation between joule and org. Then you have to do this much and you will get full mark. Is that clear? So now we will finally solve a few questions from your NCERT book. Some examples given in your book. So let us solve them. So what is the question? The question is, a force of 5 Newton is acting on an object. Okay, a force of 5 Newton is acting on an object এটা হচ্ছে example 11.1 example 11.1 of your NCERT book ro example 11.1 question kon deyichi a force of 5 Newton is acting on an object ta mane force kete कहला force कहला 5 Newton a force of 5 Newton is acting on an object. The object is displaced through 2 meter in the direction of force. Displacement kete कहला 2 meter. The object is displaced through 2 meter along the direction of force. Ta mane force ro direction और displacement direction both are same. Ta mane angle between force and displacement is how much? 0 degree. Then what is the work done? बहुत simple. W केते हबो Fs. So जेहेतु force और displacement have the same direction, the formula is Fs. If force and displacement are opposite to each other, then in that case W will be minus Fs. ठीक अछि किंतु एही क्वेश्चन रे W केते आसीबो प्लस Fs आसीबो. So F केते 5 Newton into S केते 2 meter, that will be 5 into 2 will be 10 Newton into meter will be joule. So the work done will be 10 joule. That बहुत easy question थिला. Now we will go to the next question. The question कौन दीजिए a porter lifts a luggage of 15 kg. This is example 11.2 of your NCERT book. A porter बा मैं कहि परिबा एक कुली lifts a luggage of 15 kg. मास केते कहला मास कहला 15 kg. गोटे पोर्टर कौन करुची 15 kg रो गोटे लगेज को से कैरी करुची फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड एंड पुट्स इट ऑन हिज हेड 1.5 मीटर अबव द ग्राउंड. ठीक अछि ता माने कोन ना इनिशियली से लगेजटा से लगेज रा मास केते कहिची मास होची 15 kg. ठीक अछि एंड द पोर्टर lifts the luggage from the ground. The luggage was on the ground and he lifts it and puts it on his head. Okay ता माने से पोर्टर कौन कला ना ग्राउंड ऊपर लगेज थिला और से लगेज रा मास केते 15 kg एंड से कौन कला से लगेज को उठे की ता मुंड पर रखिला. he lifts the luggage and puts it on his head. आउ से जो पर्सन बा से पोर्टर हाइट केते हाइट होची 1.5 मीटर. ठीक अछि तार हाइट केते हाइट होची 1.5 मीटर. ठीक अछि ता माने he displaces the luggage through an amount of 1.5 meter. So we have to find what is the work done by the porter. से porter केते amount रो work कला. So हमें जानछे जे work रो तीनटा फॉर्मूला अछि Fs किबा -Fs किबा 0. ठीक अछि तो Fs केते हबो जदी force आउ displacement if they are parallel then work will be plus Fs. यदि force और displacement भितर angle थिबो 180 degree, if they are opposite then work will be minus Fs. And if F and S force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, in that case work will be 0. So एबे imagine करो suppose I am the porter and I am lifting a luggage and I will put that luggage on my head. तो एठी कोन होची I am applying my muscular force to lift the luggage. I will apply my muscular force to lift it. So the muscular force is upward. Since I want to lift the luggage upward, so I have to apply the muscular force upward. Is that clear? So force is upward and the luggage is also moving upward. तमाने मु से luggage उपरे upward force apply करूची and the luggage is also displaced in the upward direction. तमाने force और displacement they are in the same direction, they are parallel to each other. तो एठी force रो value केते एठी luggage रो mass दिया हिची. Is that clear? Luggage रो mass दिया हिची and आमे केते height को उठेबा luggage को 1.5 मीटर. तमाने ए जो h लिखा हिची height of the person, this is the displacement. This is the displacement. एठी displace करूची किए luggage is displaced. Okay, the person is not moving. I am the porter, I am not moving. I am just moving the luggage. Okay, so work is done on the luggage. Okay, force ke apply karuchi, the force is applied by the porter. Is that clear? The porter is applying the force. And which object is moving? The luggage is moving. Okay, अब से luggage केते height ऊपर को आसीबो 1.5 meter. So displacement is 1.5 meter. So the question is, what is force? जदे में force पाई जिबा, then force into displacement FS formula में apply करिकी आमे work को calculate करि परिबा. So the force केते आसीबो? Here force will be equal to weight of the luggage. Weight of the luggage. Luggage रो weight जहाँ थिबो that will be the force. कहीं की ना मैं जानी चे luggage ऊपरे gravity add करूची and due to gravity से luggage रो किसी weight थिबो. If I want to lift the luggage, I have to apply equal amount of force. Say luggage रो weight जहाँ थिबो मतलब सेते के amount of force apply करिकी से luggage को उठेवा को पड़िबो. So एठी force केते हे जिवो weight of the luggage. आ luggage रो weight केते तर mass into small g. M into g होची weight of an object. So m केते m होची 15 kg and g केते एक क्वेश्चन रे जीरो वैल्यू में 10 पुट करिवा बिकॉज क्वेश्चन गिवन अछि जे पुट g इक्वल टू 10. अदरवाइज यू कैन पुट g इक्वल टू 9.8. जेते क्वेश्चन में मेंशन हेछि जे पुट g इक्वल टू 10, so I'll put g इक्वल टू 10 here. 10 meter per second square is the value of g. So m into g, this is the weight of the luggage which is equal to the force. And displacement is 1.5 meter. 1.5 meter. Is that clear? So 10 into 1.5 will be 15. 15 into 15 will be 225. 225. And kg meter per second square will be Newton. Newton into meter will be joule. So 225 joule work is done by the porter on the luggage. Is that clear? So in this way you can solve this question. So students, आज क्लास में हमें डिस्कस कले जे फिजिक्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रो वर्क रो मीनिंग कोन एंड तीनटा केस डिस्कस कले. फोर्स डिस्प्लेसमेंट हैव द सेम डायरेक्शन. इन दैट केस वर्क केते हबो F into S. सेकंड केस में कोन डिस्कस कले फोर्स एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट हैव ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. इन दैट केस वर्क विल बी -Fs. and the third case is force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. In that case work will be 0. And then we have discussed about the SI unit and the CGS unit of work and the relation between joule and arc. And finally we have solved 2 numericals. So tama book re bahut gure questions thibo and you can also solve questions from your reference book. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about energy, the types of energy, and in your syllabus you have 2 types of energy basically, that is kinetic energy and the potential energy. So all those things will be discussed in the next class. Hopefully you have understood all the things that has been discussed in this lecture. If so, please hit the like button, and if you are new to my channel then please subscribe to it and press the bell icon to get all the future notifications, and share this video among your friends so that everyone will be benefited. And again, thanks a lot for watching this one.